College football is almost here, which means SEC football is almost here. Okay. And that means Lane Kiffin.
Lane Bang the Cookie Man.
And already started talking.
You already got going.
He already started talking. My brother keeps telling this man, stop talking.
Stop
Okay.
talking.
But he won't stop talking. Okay. So we gonna because look, we get paid to talk on here, okay? On the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something, okay?
Absolutely.
Lane's supposed to be coaching football, okay? And now he has to answer questions as a part, as his responsibilities and stuff like that. But my brother, the honorable one, has told y'all before he does too much talking and don't do enough backing that talking up, okay? And he may have put his foot in his mouth a little bit with some comments about the NIL. Okay, a lot of these coaches they hate it. And the transfer portal. Okay. So we gonna talk about it. Okay. We're gonna talk about it. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. As I said, this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. I am your homeboy first, and that is my brother Tim G. Jacob. Okay. Make sure y'all share. T, what was your reaction to your boy?
No, my boy. Okay. All right, I'll take it.
I just say your boy because I know you were letting him have it last year.
I'm gonna keep letting him have it.
I'm
gonna let him have it right now. But go ahead.
What were your thoughts on Lane Kiffin up here complaining about NIL in the transfer portal?
First of all, upon hitting the link to the article about his comments on the NIL and the transfer portal, this man looked like he just snorted a line of coke before he stood up here on this stage and talked to me. Look at his hair. His hair all over his head.
Okay.
And my grandmama, one of them folks, you just don't go nowhere looking any kind of way. That was my grandmama thing.
Okay.
You just not she ain't finna walk out the house looking any kind of way. This man stood up here with his hair all over his head. He'd have been better off putting the visor on. And I know it's media day and I get it. You got to come up there and look professional and everything. I got it. But he'd have been better off putting the visor on up there with that suit. That man look like the Joker right now. On this very picture that you see. He look like the Joker. He do. He look like the Joker. But anyway. But
oh God.
He gets up here, he goes to telling me about this NIL, this transfer portal. And the only thing I can sit here and go, this thing. The ones that's complaining about this portal are the ones that aren't winning. Or they're the ones that don't see the success they once saw. Or whatever the case may be. Everybody knew this was going to be a disaster when they started paying these boys. But it was a good thing. I wanted to see these young men get paid because we have seen too many of them not. And then get in trouble because they sign autographs or they do public appearances for money or they do this or they do that. But you're continually making money off these young men. You've done it for years and years and years. And now these boys are just reaping the benefits of it. It's just what it is now. Now, he admitted we take advantage of it too. We are taking advantage of the game in which we're playing. Okay, Lane. But you can't complain about it. It's just what it's going to be until somebody smart enough or however they want to try to regulate it, which to me, they did a bad job of rolling it out. If you really want to keep it a buck, they did a terrible job of rolling it out for everybody. And now it's a free-for-all. It's pay for play. It's just what it is. And look, if your bag ain't nice enough, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere where the bag is nice. Because you got to understand, though, think about what a lot of these kids come from. Okay. They're 4 or 5 star recruits coming from some impoverished areas, maybe. They may not have the lawyer doctor money, or they come from Manning money, or whatever the case may be. These kids are trying to cash in. You dangle 5, 6, 7, 8 mil in front of these kids. What you think they gonna do? They gonna cash in. And they supposed to. Because for 25, 30 years, y'all been cashing in. So why are you sitting up here telling me about this portal and this NIL that y'all created? Because if you'd have started paying these boys to begin with, maybe by now it would have been straight. It'd have been ironed out. There'd have been some rules, regulations, some controls to it. Kids can still get money. Maybe things outside of the school, whatever money they get, they can get money from that. Whatever the case may be, it would have been a lot better. But y'all didn't have no problem when them Manziel jerseys was flying off the shelf. Y'all didn't have no problem when them Kyler Murray joints was running out the shelf.
Or we can make it Ole Miss specific. You remember how when Deuce?
Oh, Deuce.
You remember when Deuce was out there?
Deuce for Heisman. Yeah. Big money.
Big
Dak.
money. Dak at Mississippi State.
Hold
on. Ole Miss had another boy though, a skinny boy who McCluster.
Dexter McCluster. Yeah, Dexter McCluster.
He had a lot of fanfare.
He had a lot of fanfare. You had back in the when Javon Sneed was there. I believe it was Ole Miss. Is that Sneed? But Ole Miss had they run kind of like in the 2000s and such. Mm-hmm. They was going to the Cotton Bowl, New Year's Day Bowl, or whatever the case may be, and they had the talent over there. They was bringing it in. I mean, just here recently, the Hugh Freeze era. That was a big deal.
Yeah,
that was a big deal. So, hey man, it goes back to the good old saying: it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and the rabbit's got the gun now. So y'all should have just rolled it out better. You should have just put some restrictions to it. And because see, now you're allowing these kids to say, look, I don't have to necessarily commit to anything no more. Mm-hmm. I don't have to stick to my commitments and my allegiance to these universities and such. I can just go whenever I get ready. So yes, it's free agency now. When you open that portal up, they going through it. Some may stay, some may not, but there's no loyalty no more. So it's just a game you got to play now, Lane. Just enjoy being in the SEC with the schedule that you got, the type of pressure that you now have, because now you having to you have to run the gamut to get to anything significant now. Mm-hmm. So yes, it's terrible. Do I like seeing a lot of this movement? No. But it's what it is. These kids go get paid. And as long as there's deep pockets at these universities, which there will always be plenty of money.
Well, and on that note, perfect segue. Let's dig in directly into some of these quotes, okay? I know some motherfucker out there trying to probably saying, what exactly did he say? Okay. Because we being real general saying he complained about it, okay? And he says, and this is a quote, I'm not complaining, okay? He would say that this banner right here is totally wrong because he said, I'm not complaining about it because we take advantage, obviously, okay? And he's right, and you alluded to him saying they take advantage of it, okay? Jackson Dart, who was a starter last year, got him out the portal.
USC.
Okay. Spencer Sanders, a 4-year Oklahoma starter. A 5-star recruit, Walker Howard.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yep.
4-year Oklahoma State starter. Okay. Then 5-star recruit, Walker Howard from LSU. Okay. He was aggressive.
He pulled one from the opposition. He pulled one from LSU.
Aggressive. He going. He in the point. Lane, like when I be looking up how motherfuckers doing in the portal, Lane been one of the hardest motherfuckers working in the portal. What we talking about, Lane? And then when we talking about NIL, it's just this is the shit that gets me when these boys get talking NIL. Okay. He said when this first came out, it basically said whatever programs have the most aggressive boosters with the most money are going to get the players. Lane, that's the way it's always been. What the hell are you talking about? That ain't no change.
Ain't nothing changed.
That's called continuity right there. He goes on to say, so now we really have pay for play that the biggest schools with the most donors, most aggressive, and the school wants to spend the most money paying the players to play to come to their school is where we are with that. See, this shit burns me up. That's where we have always been. What the hell?
We saw it on our little level at UACM.
On our little level. Them motherfuckers were never going to win no national championship. Never. And them boys were getting bought. Okay? Getting paid. Okay, I don't want to say a human being was being bought, but they were getting paid. Okay, cars were being bought. Okay, shoes were being purchased. Shit was going on. Okay, the long running joke. It's a meme out there right now about Nick Saban after a loss coming into the locker room and telling them boys, I want all them Challenger and Charger keys on my desk ASAP. Because everybody know what's been going on at Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Clemson, Florida State, USC, you name it.
It's just all about the paperwork, baby.
This is just the paperwork now. It's just the paperwork. What we talking about, Lane? Really, Lane, for real. What the fuck are we talking about? Stop this nonsense. Okay? All the podcast gang, y'all can't play us. Look, we been knew what's going on. But now in this podcast era where these guys coming on these shows, they be having a few little drinks and they willing to start talking. They be telling what y'all be doing. They telling us what y'all done gave them. Now some of them don't name names, but they be telling us, I ain't ever go to class. Charles Barkley will tell you.
And that was in the 80s.
And that was shit. And he was playing basketball for Auburn. Can you imagine what them motherfuckers did for Cam Newton? Come on, man.
Like, it's just, it's so bad, but it's so good because it's Lane Kiffin. It's Mr. Get Your Popcorn Ready. That's all I'm saying.
We got to stop.
But you know,
man.
Look, this is what Lane, this is Lane right now. Okay. I know the reason why Lane's hair looked the way it looked. I know why. Okay.
Why is that?
He starts out the season at home against Mercer.
Okay.
All right. Then he gets Tulane. He got to go to Tulane. Who now? They've lost a good bit off that squad that beat USC. So should be a winnable game, but road environment, you got to go get that done. Then they come back to their house. They play Georgia Tech. Then this is when it starts. Because you get into the SEC schedule, and guess who he starts out with? Bama. Mm-hmm. Right out the gate, at home. On the road. Mm-hmm. Then he's got 2 at home against LSU and Arkansas. Then he's got Hugh Freeze and Auburn. He's got to go on the road. Then he gets Vanderbilt homecoming at home. Mm-hmm. Then he's got Texas A&M coming. Then he got to go to Georgia. He gets a gimme game against University of Louisiana Monroe. Mm-hmm. Then he's got the Egg Bowl. That's what he's got to deal with this year. And that's why his hair looked the way it looked. And that's why he complaining about this portal and this NIL. If Lane was 11-1 last year, he wouldn't have said a word. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't have said nothing. Well, he 10-2 last year, he wouldn't have said a word.
But that's the thing about it. He complained about transfer portal, but let him have a good season this year, his ass gone. They telling me he was negotiating with motherfuckers last year to try to get gone.
Was it Auburn that was on the docket? I think
probably. Auburn was hollering at all kind of. I think it was Auburn. Because I think when his name came up, he tried to throw Prime and say, "Y'all come get that off me." I think Deion Sanders would be great. And I'm like, "What the fuck? They ain't got nothing to do with it." Yeah, I think that was like, come on, bro. Come on, you trying to transfer. You done been in the transfer portal for 20 years. Hell,
These
you
coaches
been
stay
all over the
portaling.
place.
These coaches stay portaling.
Shit. What
They've
we
been
talking about?
transferring, telling kids that they're gonna be around a while. Come play for me.
I'm gonna take care of your son. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
take
your
care of
son a
you.
man.
Mm.
And then your ass gone after 6 months. Y'all had a good season, 6 months season, and then your ass gone. Stop this shit. All y'all coach. Lane just the latest example. And we Mississippi boys, so it hit different for us in this area, okay? But he just one of them. Because all of y'all motherfuckers, well, many of y'all, I ain't gonna say all, that's hyperbolic. Many of y'all are being quite hypocritical right now, and we gonna call y'all out. We not big sports media. We own our shit. They don't want to call y'all to task a lot of time behind this shit, and they know what's going on. They know y'all been paying these boys, but they got TV deals with y'all. They want to cover y'all. Fox got a TV deal with y'all with all y'all conferences. ESPN got deals with y'all, but fuck you, we gonna call y'all out for this mess.
You just gotta understand, Lane, that, and Saban spoke about it too. He just
taking the task too.
He was the same way.
Shit.
Y'all been eating off these kids for a long time. They
and
have
paying them under the table for a long time.
Exactly. And they have made you as great of what you are at your profession. These kids are the reason you're that. Saban don't be successful without getting the best talent that he's gotten over the years. Bringing kids from California. Okay, now I want to just paint this picture. You're bringing kids from California to Alabama.
Shit, where two of them from?
Two from the West Coast.
I thought that motherfucker might have been from like some island,
Hawaii. I think he's like Hawaii or whatever.
Hell.
But okay, you get a kid from there to come to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Them boosters?
Okay, whatever.
And that time he said that fuck shit about Jack State, he was trying to light a fire up on them boosters' asses to let them know, look. Because remember, he was mad because Texas A&M had beat them in recruit.
Beat the brakes off.
Because them Texas A&M boosters, they was opening some checkbooks.
We talking about all money though. You know
and
what you up against.
Every one of these schools in these regions, they got their boys with some bags based on whatever like USC, they got that Hollywood film money. Okay, so they alums gonna be, you know what I'm talking about? They gonna
Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, Snoop.
Or Oregon,
field night money.
Dr. Dre and Snoop better not be goddamn no booster for USC.
What I'm saying is Dre and Iovine had got a school of something there. They put money there in USC, and then Snoop was a USC guy.
I know, and I talked about that on another one, how USC was using Snoop motherfucking ass. But like Oregon got that field night money. I've talked before about Oklahoma State having T-Boone Pickens money. Texas A&M got the Bushes, if I'm not mistaken.
The Board of Regents. They said the Texas.
Man,
the Board of Regents.
Texas just, oh my God.
I mean, they had their own network. They got this. They got that. I mean,
come on, man. Yeah, it's just crazy. Come on, Lane.
It's just what it is now.
Come on.
Would I like to see a little more control with it? Yeah, it would be nice because it's gonna get out of control. It has gotten out of control, but this is what y'all have started to do. This is what y'all had to do. So it's just what it is now. And NCAA was out of control before this started. It was already out of control.
The whole point of academia being tied to sports this way is a uniquely American problem, seems to me, based on what I'm seeing. And then this is coming from watching what's going on with the NBA. All these guys like Luka and Wembanyama and all and Giannis, these boys coming over here from overseas, Jokic, they ain't coming from no school. That's why they playing professionally so young, because we're coming from countries that this academia and sports ain't tied like that. So this whole fake amateurism that y'all are longing returns is really some bullshit in the first place, because once these folks make it to college, undoubtedly, this is the entertainment business.
Yeah,
it's been a business for a long time. But you want to act like this some amateur shit, and we need to get back to stop it. Stop all this.
It's
been gone. Never was here really.
No.
Then we can be them boys. You got a job. You play college sports. Your ass got a job.
Yeah.
Especially at one of these big time places. Your ass got a you got to take care of business. So stop it. You better try to get ready for this SEC schedule. Goddamn
it. It's gonna be rough on you, boy.
That's
what
gonna
be. This schedule's gonna be rough.
And then you look, Mr. Judkins, I like that boy. Okay, he worked the shit out that boy last year.
He did. Got him wondering what his future looked like with this whole running back situation.
I hope he's being paid handsomely right now. That's why y'all putting all them touches on his body, and you see if he get to the. See, that's one of the things he was talking about. Like, it might not. He happy that the players are getting paid, but some of them might not work as hard for you anymore because now you ain't got that carrot out there. I'm gonna work hard now so I can make it to the NFL and get paid. Well, you see, when it comes to a brother like Mr. Judkins, the NFL ain't really finna pay him.
Nope.
But y'all are working the dog shit out of them, putting 20 to 30 touches on them every goddamn Saturday. Them boosters better be breaking them off.
Need to.
Shit.
Need to.
Stop the boo-boo, as somebody once said. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?